to indicate that we have dispensed with our tax liabilities. Nti minimum running mate, Ghana Revenue Authority did that. Captain, near a year then say, omo bisa a question be whether you have any criminal record. So me kase me nibi, na mo kohwe na me wo bia. Nti I went to the Ghana Police Service and they asked their CID to conduct a police report on me. Omo search, they wrote to the Electoral Commission and omo report a man. Obviously, I had a way to scoop my own copy of the report. But the report no omo de man, it's just about 2 lines. Omo ahwehwe mu nyina no omo hu hwe. So I've been cleared. I am not, and I'm very convinced, I'm not in doubt. Say I am the only candidate that went this extra mile to even get a CID report at the Electoral Commission. I am the only candidate that got that to get to the people. Inti maye bibia ewie. Mi bedru fie ahomachi at 6:33 a.m. And obi frame me. Or see your friend Samuel Kwa. Inti Samuel Kwa frame me na catch them say, "Oma send me letter into my WhatsApp." Me see na ofi here or see o ye adwuma wo Electoral Commission. Inti me chiro ni dey na catch them say number na the frame na nya ono na the send WhatsApp no. Inti number now send WhatsApp no be frame because so many messages came on my phone. Oh yeah, me store ya na me ko hu say letter na ba. Captain, this is the letter. If you want to read it, you should read it by yourself.
This is from the EC.
EC.
Okay, Mr. Bernard Mornah, Presidential Nomination Vetting Committee report. I bring you greetings from the Presidential Nomination Committee and trust that this letter finds you well. The Nomination Committee has detected the underlisted anomalies with your nomination forms. 1, incomplete particulars of supporters. Pages 9, 10,
almost say 1. 1. Okay, good. Continue.
Pages 9, 10, 37, 39, 42, 46, and 50. Meanwhile, the Commission is contacting your supporters to verify the authenticity of their consent to your nomination. You are required to come for your nomination forms today, Friday, 13 September 2024, and effect the needed corrections and resubmit by 2 p.m. on Saturday, 14 September 2024. We wish you well. Benjamin Banobio, Director, Electoral Services.
But almost say 1. Naturally said there should be a 2.
That's right.
There's no 2.
There's no 2, there's no 3.
Pages now listed here, in total, 7 pages.
That's right.
So we corrected the pages. We corrected Niamuka, and what were the errors? Incomplete Tenamoka, almost say incomplete particulars of your supporters. Inti yako shemunu, nabia date of birth no, and na one churo on one of the set of the forms. Inti ne corrected. Ebimu telephone number bia o pese on churo 47, now akochuro 74. So we identified those things and we corrected them. Ebimu, you omitted the voter ID and our polling station. So we just did these corrections and returned same to the Electoral Commission. On the same day, as far as we are concerned, we have done our part. Yeah, correction, we no mature letter. I asked my General Secretary to write a letter accompanying the forms, and we returned them. At 3:29 p.m. on the same Saturday, Samuel Kwa edged to me on a phone call, say, my forms are back with the corrections. Into your way. And the 20th. Bear in mind that these things were done on the 14th.
That's
so
right.
15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, no communications from the EC. Silence means that everything is okay. On the 20th, around 8, and Obi sending me say, oh, Electoral Commission say omombra balloting. And I'm like, balloting, yeah, in Sanka letter. And to me, friend, my General Secretary was in Sanka letter. And directly I called Jean Mensah. 3 different calls. 1 fa. My friend Samuel Titi, 3 different calls, 1 fa. Nti my friend Kwao. My friend Kwao no na Kwao ka say, oh, Mr. Mornah, ya we ye juma ye di ama commission no. Nti my friend Dr. Bossman. Nti Bossman fa na say, oh, committee report no. They started working on some overnight. Into Oko office, the rest, obey now the letter bring. 10 o'clock, my friend Bossman on Fabio. My friend Samibium on fa, my friend Jean Mensa on fa. But in between my calls with Jean Mensa, she was calling some other people that I was very close to, but media on family calls. You understand? So I said, okay, Edru baby Edri, this is my mommy lawyer, Sabrim. And to my friend, my lawyer, Professor Atuba, and gave him the information. Immediately, I make a letter at my electoral commission. Say, they should furnish us with the status NBBR, electoral commission and cash. Our letter got to them at 11 p.m. a.m. At 1:17 p.m., then I got this letter from the Electoral Commission. This was sent to me by Kisi Asante at 1:17 p.m.
Filing of nominations, disqualification from the 2024 presidential election. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust this letter finds you well. I don't know a template in the Dawana. On behalf of the Commission, I regret to inform you that following the review of your nomination forms by the technical and IT teams established for this purpose, you unfortunately failed to qualify to contest as a presidential candidate in the 2024 presidential election. The teams identified several errors and omissions in your forms, even though you were provided with an opportunity to correct same. We wish you better luck next time. Thank you, yours faithfully, Mrs. Jane Mensah, Chairperson.
You see, when you have a commission with such low-level thinking, low-level thinking, they think that we are all in the same bracket. You are talking about errors. What is the name of that error? Is it an error of commission, error of transposition, error of omission, or what? If you are not low level, you will have to particularize the error. It is only when you particularize or specify the error, then its remedy can be found. Sometimes the people heading our institutions, they make you look like we have failed as a nation. But we are not all in their brackets. Into when errors now identify in your 7 pages, 9, 10, 37, 39, 42, 46, 50, no? We corrected them. If you did not indicate an error for me, how do you expect me to correct that error? And why would your inability to identify an error in the first instant be a burden for me to prove? How is that the case? Enti yeti hey, one can't let me say my phone made me fold it. But man fold it. How will I know that I needed to fold the phone? So you have to tell me what the errors are. To the best of our knowledge, we did not have any further errors on our forms. We did what we have to do. But the Electoral Commission say there were errors on our forms. And until omo disqualifier, then the Electoral Commission should have been disqualified. Oko page 139 of the presidential nomination forms. I hope I can get it for you.
You have the soft copy?
I have the soft copy, and I always do. Share the presidential nomination forms. You will notice that the EC itself made errors. Errors. This. Okay. Candidate's personal record. Me patcho one up down there. From 1.
Candidate's personal record.
1 year then.
Name.
Good. 2.
Voter ID number, polling station number.
3.
6. Instead of sex.
Error.
Error.
and they are qualified. Fortunately, doctor, be our auntie, I mean, organize.
Doctor, I think you're 6, and I brand to be feeling from your 6 or 3 times a day.
Why the 6? So Pache say 6 times a day.
Or 6 times a day.
Okay. 6 male or female?
Yes. Until only men and 6 times a day, and now only man and 6 times a day.
Easy. Why?
So if it is about errors that disqualify somebody, the EC2 should have been disqualified. Captain Nkawuna is a chairperson of the Electoral Commission.
Oh, thank you.
Because you will not make such errors. They made it.
Yeah, but was so.
What you say? If you go further, they were listing alphabeting the numbers. Eko do baby no. Almost see A, B, C, D, F.
Oh.
A, B, C, D, F. We assume that it was an error. Yanka say the EC should be disqualified. Me no ekase me say me ba. Oye police are over bolga. Special voting no oko say ko churo ni din as a special voter until we transfer ni din so that he can vote as a special voter. When your friend say exhibition or mobile display no oko checking ni din any voter register no the special voters list. As we speak, you don't have a final register. Your final register, the voter register you have now, is error reading. Have we disqualified you? Have anybody disqualified the EC? Now say, you identify errors and you never brought it to my attention. Menye beye. Metimi ada who say, there you have identified errors and you are keeping it. So every error that the EC identified, we corrected and returned same to you. There is no justification. Tie, you can go and play the video of Jean Mensa on the 20th. Or Kasa Efa Meho. There no kind. Or see, when it came to Bernard Mornah, the committee identified several errors. Voters from one district to another district. I'm not aware of that. Almost see signatures. If you don't do forensic audit, how do you determine that the signatures are the same? And yes, sir. And you have to do forensic audit. So you do forensic audit not only on my form, but on all the other presidential candidates on nomination form, because the political space is too small. I know the challenges that the CPP faced. I know the challenges that the GCPP faced. I know the challenges that the PPP faced. I know the challenges that the New Force faced. I know the challenges that the LPG faced. Because we are all in that small bracket. I mean, we talk, we tell people, oh, these are the issues the Electoral Commission identified. So we know the challenges that all of us face. To the extent that some of the challenges, some of the parties filled only one form and the rest they made photocopies.
Oh, Debbie, someone can do.
I'm saying that we know. You ask them to go and correct them. When you now
one form, no
photocopy, the rest of the 3. We know all these things.
Hey.
And when they brought it, you rightly determined that no, Omonsa Kofi the other 3 copies. We saw other people don't know money tax clearance certificates. And yes, sir. Which one is gross? Which one is mega? And then you come and say that you have disqualified me. You are not disqualifying Bernard Mornah. Bernard Mornah is not an independent candidate. I'm running on a party that is 32 years old in our 4th Republican Constitution. What you say? And the party, to run on the party, you need to go around 275 constituencies in this country to do campaign. You are not disqualifying Bernard Mornah because other people now, contesting on the parliament or on the ticket of the PNC, are relying on my candidature so they can contest. So my not being on the ballot means that they are virtually independent candidates. So you don't just get up whimsically, capriciously. Now, you have disqualified somebody on trivia. If it is about errors, I'm saying that when you jump D, you jump E, and you go to F, you are not qualified to kindergarten cramp. When you don't know the difference between 6 and sex, you should not be manning an electoral commission.